Suck it, Snyder fans. James Gunn is single-handedly Suck it, Snyder fans. James Gunn is single-handedly saving the DC universe, and there's not shit you can do about it. That's right, y'all. Today we are going to be talking about the new James Gunn Superman film. I was fortunate enough to go see it at the Amazon Prime screening a couple days ago, but by the time this video comes out, it should be opening day, and a lot of you guys should have seen it by now, so we can have a conversation about it. I'm going to try to keep it as respectful as I can, and hopefully the Snyder fans in the comments will as well. Don't go disrespecting people in my comments, okay? Let's just all get along. We may not like the same director, but we can just all bond off of our love for comics and comic book movies alike. Alright, it's gonna be a spoiler-free review. I'm gonna talk about it, talk about what I love, what I didn't love, and my final thoughts on it, plug the rating into my letterbox, and yeah. Alright, let's get into it. It'll be hard to cram everything that I loved into one spoiler-free review, but I'll try it anyways. This film does what a lot of comic book movies of our generation have failed to do in the past. It takes away that grunge, edgy, extreme, for the boys feeling that a lot of these movies have been having lately, ever since the early 2000s and 2010s. And it just makes a fun, bright, beautifully comic booky, whimsical ambiance that I honestly think Superman should have. It's doing something that the 70s and 80s superhero movies did perfectly, and it's bringing it into a modern light. And it works! Sorry, Snyder fans. Another thing this movie does perfectly is the lack of the origin story while still weaving it in there, keeping the presence of Superman's origins. Do you know what I mean by that? I'm someone who agrees with James Gunn's whole debate on the origin story thing, where he says he doesn't want to see another origin story of Superman, Batman, or Spider-Man. Honestly, yes, we don't need to see it again. Like, Mark Webb did this with the Spider-Man series in the MCU as well, perfectly. I say, if the hero has been on screen way too many times, we know the origin story, we know the story of this hero, we know where this hero is going to be, why do we need to see it again? Why do I need to see Martha's pearls breaking again? Why do I need to see Superman crashing on Earth again? Why do I need to see Spider-Man getting bit by a spider again? Like, we've been through this. We don't even need to see Uncle Ben's death again. Like, we've been through this so many times. There's so many comic books, so many movies, there's so much media, so many shows. We know the story. Like, even Spectacular, back in the day, Spectacular did this, where they just kind of went into it. Also, My Adventures with Superman kind of did it too. I still have yet to finish the show, but I do love that new light that they put on Superman in that show as well. Honorable mention. Go watch My Adventures with Superman. I'm going to finish it, and then we'll probably have a conversation about it on this channel as well. Let's just cut out all the fluff and get straight to the story we're following now. Snyder fans are probably going to hate me saying this, but the origin story in the Man of Steel film was the most boring part of the movie to me. Sorry, Snyder bots, but we just didn't need it. Like, and that was a great movie as well. We just didn't need the origin story. It was way too drawn out, way too long, and just honestly made me almost fall asleep and almost turned me away from the movie. Okay. Tangent is over. Let's move on. I don't think I need to speak too much of the acting. Like, we know pretty much most of the actors in the movie. We know their scope. We know they're great, okay? David Corenswet was an amazing Superman. Nick Holt was the better Lex Luthor than Eisenberg to me. I'm sorry, Snyder bots. Nathan Fillion, Isabella Merced, Eddie, I don't want to butcher his last name, all great. Not to mention What was I about to say, dude? Frank Grillo. He was amazing as Rick Flag Sr. in this film. Of course, we've seen Suicide Squad. We already know what happened to Junior. And if you've seen Creature Commandos, you already know he's in the DCU. Okay, his father's taken over. Honestly, the casting director needs a raise for this movie. Warner Brothers. I am banned from the Warner Bros. Movie lot. I don't think I've ever mentioned that. I just did an interview with Alyssa on another Warner Bros. movie. And I didn't even mention that. All right. One huge thing that worried me at first when I first saw the trailer was the inclusion of the Justice Gang. That's Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, and Hawkgirl. I thought it would be too many characters to keep up with. I thought they wouldn't be able to keep up with it. I thought we wouldn't be able to keep up with it. I thought it was going to take the focus away from Superman, but honestly, this movie completely broke my worries because they just worked well with Superman while not taking too much of the spotlight. It was like a steak with the perfect amount of seasoning or garnish and comes out to you on a nice little silver platter, just right. That's all my positives. Now let's get to the negatives. There were almost none, but I do have to talk about the pacing just a little bit. Just a little teeny tiny itty bitty microscopic up your just a bit. This movie does go very fast at the beginning, but that is only because James Gunn's universe is fairly new with only 2 theatrical releases, 2 shows. We don't know much about it, so he kind of had to push us right into it, and he had to get through all the tropes and what's going on in the world right now of DC. He had to do it very quick with such a short amount of time. Don't cheer, Snyder fans. The movie was still better. Better than Snyder's overdrawn and long and boring and very quiet pacing. Sorry, Snyder fans. Is this your freaking king? Is this your king? I'm not using Adobe anymore, so like if I was still using Adobe, that picture would be moving with my punches, but it's we're not using Adobe anymore, so it's kind of just like stuck in place there. Get away from me. Get away from me. Back up. Another negative I had was Superman's pa, his dad, that I forgot the name of because I'm new to the DC life. The Earth one, not the Kryptonian one. His delivery was a bit flat, and it sucks because he has like one of the most important lines of the movie to me. For those of you who don't know, James Gunn originally intended for this movie to be dedicated to his late father, James Gunn Sr., who passed some time ago, and Superman was his favorite hero. So clearly fatherhood is like a deep-rooted theme in the movie, and it was important for Superman's father, the Kent father, to deliver this line in the film, but the actor it just seemed like he couldn't do it. Like, he did seem out of it for a lot of his line delivery, and it didn't take away from how well written the line was, but he just couldn't get it out. It's just something I couldn't help but notice, but it's a small teeny tiny thing. You barely notice it in the film. It's a short little scene. It's fine. But as far as negatives go, those are my only 2. But my final thoughts on the movie: Superman was a great and fun film. Take the family, take the wife, take the kids, or you can leave the kids at home and have a little spicy date night. I promise your wife will love it. Honestly, I can't finish this video without mentioning how horny Superman and Lois were the entire movie. Like, almost every scene they were in together except for one, they got very The kids in my theater were hilarious every scene Superman and Lois were in, because like there was not one scene where it was just like it was like they got full on like biting, there was tongue biting, they got very into it. There was this one kid in the theater, it was the very first one, where they were like, "Mommy, Daddy, what are they doing?" And the mom and dad were like, "Just don't look. I was like, "Get the kids out of here. Get the children. Protect their innocence." I saw it at a Look Cinema, which is the theater where the waiters kind of bring your concessions to you. I got a popcorn combo with a slushie and a Nerds Gummy Cluster. Honestly, very, very great theater. The only thing that I honestly didn't like was that it took almost half the entire movie for my concessions to come to me in 3 separate trips for its tip. Their lowest rate for the tip was a lot. I'm willing to tip, but like I'm gonna tip what I can for the service. $30, by the way, but it's fine. All right, plugging it into the letterbox. On the letterbox, I give it 5 out of 5 stars. I have no complaints. If you're a CEO or if you're a director or writer in the film industry, take some notes if you're gonna make a superhero movie, because this is how it should be done. Like, we can have that edgy crap every now and then, have a good story, you know, but every now and then we need a fun, whimsical, colorful film. That's it. That's what superheroes should be. That darkness isn't always needed. Zack Snyder, stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Anyways, I'm out. If you like the video, like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. Let's have a conversation. Don't go to war in my comments, all right? This is a conversation, not a battle, okay? Snyder fans, we're clear, right? We're clear. You're gonna do it anyways, but honestly, I don't care. I'm just gonna laugh. I'm just gonna laugh in all honesty. Yeah, but behave. Follow these socials right here, and I will give you a big wet Lois and Superman style kiss. All right, that's all I got. Bye. Deuces.